Okay, so the app we're going to look at today is called Pictello, which is an app that by the same people who bought you Proloquo to go. And this is something that you could use to put together social stories or just basically stories that you want to share with your friends or your pupils or anything like that. And what we're going to do, we're going to break this down into 2 or 3 parts. And the first part we'll just go over the program and show you kind of what it does. And the second and third parts will show you how to actually make it do that in wizard mode and expert mode. So that way you can watch the video on the part that you want to become familiar with. So right here, let's start off by looking at settings. So you have things on here, we'll just go through this quickly. Volume, speech rate, extremely slow, very slow, slow, normal, fast, very fast, extremely fast. We're going to leave this on normal. Download more choices for the voices. So you can download any of those. You have 4 English ones, British ones, and 3 American ones. We won't do that now, but feel free to play with that, obviously. Pronunciation, give you an idea of what this sounds like.
French fries.
And you can use phonetics. That's more for the expert, advanced, and experienced users who will spell using phonetics. So we're going to leave that off for now. We'll go back out. Swipe to turn page is on. Slideshow settings. You can change the pause between slides to anywhere up to 2 minutes. We'll go back out. We'll leave it on the 1 second. And how the pages turn: curl, fade, move in, push, reveal, fall down, rise up, random, none. We'll just leave this on curl right now to keep it nice and simple. We'll go back out. Orientation support, that is basically holding the device up, down, left or right. So full support on that. Default transition is curl. Reset on or off, back up. You can actually back this up to the computer and you can actually share the stories that you create online in a special file, and we'll look at that at the very end, show you how to upload and download and so on to do that. So that's quite an exciting thing also. Visit the website and email support. So let's go back out, and these buttons down here, if you click on this one, this is where you would load things up to the sharing server, and we'll again go through this all at the end, but you'd log in, or create your account and so on. You'd enter a number, and then once your story is created, it uploads to a server, and then somebody on the other end could enter the number of that story and then download that to their device, no matter where they are in the world. So you could share this all over the world. The folder is for creating folders, of course, and you'll see how we use that as we go through. Plus is to create a new story, and we're about to do that in part 2 of this, wizard or expert. And then this button is just to search. You can search for stories. If you have 50 stories on here or something, you can search through them and find the story that you want. So let's start off by having a look at the sample stories, or one of the sample stories that come with this. I've actually created a folder up here that we'll delete for now. So this is what it comes with. It gives you a kind of a demonstration on how to write a story. We won't look at that because I'm obviously going to do that on video with you. But let's have a look at a few pages of this here, the Italian Vacation. So once you build this, you get something like this. Slideshow mode on or off. We'll leave this off, so we'll go through it manually.
Italian Vacation.
And when you press the screen,
The Magsdales in Italy.
It talks.
Mom, take the picture.
One of the nice things in the app that we'll go through later is that you can have a picture, you can have writing on the top or on the bottom of the picture, and then you can have totally different text. You can record what you'd like it to say when you click on the picture, or you can even type what you'd like it to say when you click on the picture. So even though it says the girls go shopping, if you typed in "I really enjoyed the bananas," when it comes on this and you press play, it'll say "I really enjoyed the bananas." So you can play around with things like that.
No one will recognize me. Julia discovers gelato.
Johnny is a good driver. No, really.
And that was an example of one of the different voices on the device.
The twins find dogs everywhere we go.
What a kitchen. Time to cook, says Mark.
And that's the story. So you can read it again, you can go back to the library. We will go back to the library. And that's an example of one of the stories. So what we're going to do in part 2, now we've had an overview of the program, is we will show you how to do that by creating our own story using the wizard to start, and then we'll do expert, and we'll do that in 2 different stages. So that's the end of part 1.